Somebody please. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Now we would like to have a group discussion on arranged marriages versus love marriages. You have exactly 10 minutes time to get going with this, and now the time according to my watch is 3 o'clock, and you have 10 minutes time to discuss on the topic given to you. Please.
Candidate 1, Candidate 2, Candidate 3, Candidate 4, Candidate 5, Candidate 6, Candidate 7, Candidate 8.
Hello friends, Nicola. The topic given to us is arranged marriages versus love marriages. According to my views and my opinion, I feel arranged as well as love marriages depend on their opinions and their views. But to me, I guess love marriages would be better because if at all any conflicts come in between the partners, they themselves would be dealing with it instead of, interference of parents and all wouldn't be there.
Candidate 1 displays initiative. Her poise and confidence enable her to win a hearing.
Well, I do agree with my friend here. So she has made a very good statement, and I also feel that marriage should not be a compromise. I think it should be more of an understanding. So in case of love marriages, it is usually, you know the person better and you get married. So it is more of an understanding that you share with the other person. But sometimes, I don't say that arranged marriages are not, based on understanding as such. But sometimes they are not, because you do not know the partner properly, so sometimes it might not go well.
Candidate 2 lends support to the initiator and also appreciates the finer points in her. She speaks fluently, forcefully, and quite convincingly. She is confident and displays fair urge and enterprise.
In some of the cases of love marriages, it has most of the time happened that after some point of time in their relationship, we always get into conflicts. So most of the love marriages have, so far been not so successful compared to the arranged marriages. It's not that love marriage, the maturity level has to be more in the individuals before they set into, deciding or getting into married life. So depending upon what step he has to take, whether love or arranged. It is, based on his belief strongly. One has to be committed. Before he takes up something like commitment, he has to be well prepared for that.
She has shown adequate understanding of the subject and seems to enjoy a fair range of ideas.
I do agree with her, according to me, marriage is more of a commitment between two people. It has to be, so you should be mentally prepared for it, because that's a lifelong commitment you would give to somebody. So, I am more supportive of love marriages, but then I'm not completely against arranged too. Because I feel, in a love marriage, you've got enough time to understand your spouse and, enough time to, I can actually start a good relation with him or her.
She reveals good sense of timing and initiative and makes good use of the opportunity that came her way. Her approach is friendly and helpful. She speaks with a winning smile in a pleasant voice, which at once makes others to tune into a cooperative attitude and agreeable mood. She acts with confidence, speed, and makes up her mind decisively.
So you are in a position where in a love marriage, what happens in the beginning is that you have the attraction.
Candidate 8 interrupts the talk, displays impatience and immaturity. She is eager to impress but do not know how to do it.
Of paradise and everything is going to work beautifully here on earth. And then when the reality of life comes in, they don't have this quality of force. So what happens in both the cases. It is not very hard, but cool. University. It actually begins in compromise. So things get better. Things tend to get better as time progresses.
Yeah, it's something like a progressive, attempt. Arranged marriages are really more successful compared to.
She has grasped and presented the issues involved on merit. Despite the complex issues involved, she has succeeded in identifying the essentials and presenting the same in the correct perspective.
Almost 80 to 90% of arranged marriage.
I disagree with her. Like, you get married to a person, you always obviously want to know the person you're getting married with. In an arranged marriage, you don't know who the person is. Exactly. So you can't spend your entire life with the person who you don't know. And like love marriage is like what she said, like it's like paradise, like before marriage, not so after marriage. It is not so. If you know the person before, you know what the person is all about. So if you're ready to spend your entire life with him, it's well and good. If you're not ready, at least you have a chance to like you can come back. But once you're married, like India generally doesn't accept divorce as a good sign.
Candidate 4 seems to bear a totally negative approach. Her inclusion in any team would be a potential hazard to harmony. She is rejected, and she has used excessive body language and fillers that are to be avoided.
So I could better practice love marriage. According to me, arranged marriages are comparatively better than love marriages, because present day youth, we are really not morally that responsible enough to choose our partners. We tend to go in for someone based on some attractions or something like that. But according to me, arranged marriages are more a responsible decision taken by parents along with our parents.
She is able to express herself fairly well. However, she is hesitant to accept the responsibilities. She seems to be lacking in self-confidence and hesitates to shoulder responsibility.
And they're very stable at first. And most of the time, what happens generally in arranged marriages, it's generally arranged by your parents and all. So if by chance anything goes wrong, you tend to go back.
She is alert and ready to shoulder great responsibilities. She accepts the responsibilities cheerfully and succeeds in finding workable solutions to obstacles which keep cropping up. But while coping up with obstacles, she does not take her eyes off the goal. She is patient, unruffled, resourceful, and determined. She tackles others with understanding and respect.
But this doesn't have your call for it, right? Have the family backing around it. Most of the time.
So it should be in a way such that you go for a love marriage, but try to gain the support of your family also. Exactly. So that you have somebody to fall back on. You're trying to have somebody social system.
Is rigid, self-opinionated, and intolerant. She does not look at the other side of the coin, but acts rashly and jumps to conclusions on the basis of what she finds on the surface. In fact, she has preconceived ideas and notions and is swayed by her own ideas.
We are very narrow here. We have a very narrow outlook here. We're just concentrating on how things are in India. But we have a look, beyond our country, where if you want to talk about arranged marriages outside, arranged marriage is social outside.
Candidate 8 highlights the problem but does not suggest any solution. At this stage, Candidate 3 steps in to offer her comments. However, she meets with stiff opposition from Candidate 4, who disagrees with the views expressed by Candidate 3. Before things go out of hand, Candidate 2 intervenes once again and takes charge of the situation. She is supported by Candidate 1, who now enters the scene. It is left to Candidate 2 once again to resolve the problem. She makes yet another acceptable solution.
But it's not so. It's not easy. I would like to make a point what my friend just said right now. She said we're not morally that stable that we can choose a partner for ourselves. Now when you're 18, if you're ready to decide for it, you can vote for your country.
This candidate is not clear as to precisely what she wants to say or do. She keeps on saying things purely to fill up